In the last session of Django, we have seen mainly project creation, applications creation, how we can call application URLs from a project URLs file. Inside a project, you can develop any number of views, specify same in the URLs. Otherwise, inside app 1, you can develop any number of views, specify those in the URLs, specify this URLs file inside a project 1. Similarly, application 2. Inside application 2, you can develop any number of views. That views can be described in the URLs, same URLs specify in the PR1. This is what we have seen in the last session. Now, let me develop one Python file in the PR1 itself. One Python file. Earlier there was like a myviews.py. Let me go for test1.py. Inside a PR1, I am developing a test1.py. Inside a test1.py, try developing functions for the views. Inside a test1.py, inside a test1.py, try developing any of the function. I'm just choosing a function name as a T1. I'm simply returning one numeric number from the T1. Function name, you can choose any name. I'm just choosing function name as a T1. Save it. Any number of functions can be developed in one Python file. Here, test1.py is one Python file inside that T1. Inside that T1 file. Now, go to the URLs. In the URLs, try import to test1 file. From the test1 file, so let us consider path for T1. test1/T1. This is the path T1. That is giving a call to T1 of test1. T1 of test. Let us make a call. First, let me run Python server. We need to start the server. For that, we have to use manage.py. Python manage.py run server. Now click on this. Give a call to P1. Call P1. I think call T1. Sorry, path T1. Any literal can be returned, not only string. Now let's go for test1.py. Try returning. Come on. Anything can be returned. Any literal. It can be a string. It can be a float. It can be a double. Let's go for T2 function with a path as T2. Let us see T2 development. Okay. Name I am not changing. Change the name. Yes. Go to the urls.py, path T2, take the path T2, open a browser, give a call to T2. Anything can be returned. Anything can be returned. Let me go for one more. Everybody, I'm developing a new one with a T3, path as a T3. Try developing a function with a name as T3 in the same test1. In the same test1, try developing T1, T2 and T3. Already test1 is there. Let us develop a T3. Inside a T3, you can return any data type. So T3 function name. Inside a T3, you can return float value, int value, float value, int value, string value, any value. You can also add some HTML tags. I think it won't work. Let me check. T3. Already we configured T3. Check it out in the terminal. It started also. Go to the browser. Give a call to T3. Type error. Path T3. Path T3. T3. Yes. So for time being, you can supply as a single argument. Later I'll show you how we can add value into the string. As a single argument, this will be working. It is a pure HTML content. Let's go for T4. So console message T4. Let's go for list of values. Any values. Let's apply this list to the HTTP response. Try developing T4, everybody. Let's develop a URL for this T4. Now open a browser, give a call to T4. You can see without a space all elements of list. Without a space every element of list is printed. You will be knowing more about how we can process the list inside a view very effectively in the different lines or by using comma as a separator, anything. So as of now, your understanding, anything can be returned from the response object. Response object can be returned anything. Go for T5. I'm from T5. Let us go for one dictionary. Already we have seen some basics of the dictionary. Let us go for K1. Hello. K2. 1, 2, 3. K3. Let's go for D1 dot items. I'm trying to return a dictionary itself from a service function. From the T5 function, we are returning a dictionary. Anything can be returned. Anything can be returned from the service function. Just to add dot items additionally. Come to the URLs. Path T5, then T5. Now go to the browser, give a call to T5. Whatever items are there in the dictionary, all the items are written. All items we are able to print. A dictionary containing items, item containing a key colon value. That key colon value returning as a group with a key comma value. Anything can be returned. Let us return one object state. One object state. Let's go for class A. Please observe. A simple class in Python. Very simple class. Let's go for def of T6. Let me create an object to A. Let's return HTTP response of given data. Try developing class A and T6 exactly as it is. Class A, creating an object to class A, inside that object whatever I is there, that is 100. Object content we are returning. Object content we are returning. Go to the URLs. You can go for any URL. test1.t6. Everything is done. Give a call to T6 PT6 from the browser. Open a browser, give a call to PT6. PT6. It is a I value in the object of A. It's a I value in the object of A. Come to the next one. Let us return one HTML file itself. How we can return HTML file? Let me go for T7. I want to return an HTML file. We will develop hello.html separately. Now, try developing hello.html by creating one folder in the PR1. Inside a PR1, maybe I can create here. Inside a main project of PR1, one directory for all the HTMLs. Let's go for directory name as a template. Any directory name you can create. I'm creating in the main project folder. Observe this point. Inside this template folder. In that template folder, hello.html. Here template folder is not fixed. Any name you can choose. Template folder is not fixed. Any name you can use. Let me go for HTML file inside a template folder. Right click on template folder, go to new, select a file, choose hello.html. Please observe template folder inside that hello.html. Repeat once again, everybody. Right click on PR1, that is your main project folder. Go to the new, select a directory. After selecting a directory, give a name as a template or any name, whatever name you feel. So I give an template. Then right click on template, go to new, select a HTML file. Now give a file name as hello.html. Hello.html. I'm from the HTML file. Hello.html. I added only line number 8. Remaining portion we got already. We developed HTML in the template folder. How framework should know template folder? The template folder location should be updated to the template. Should be updated to the frame. Please observe this template folder should be updated in the settings. Whatever settings are there. You can see PR1, there is a settings.py. Inside a PR1, there is a settings.py. Go inside. Come little down. There is a templates. You can see backend DIRS. In the DIRS, you need to specify absolute path of the template folder. Let us take absolute path of the template folder. Right click on template. Go to find in path. Select this complete path. Copy. This is the absolute path of the template folder. Absolute path of the template folder. Apply this absolute path under DIRS. Under DIRS, specify absolute path. Now all HTMLs we can develop inside a template folder. Those files can be recognized by the framework. Now, try assigning one URL to the T7. Go to the URLs. Path as PT7 test1.t7. Now enter PT7 in the browser. Check in the terminal. Some issue. Please open settings.py. Specify forward slash in place of backward slash. In entire path, specifying forward slash in place of backward slash. Specify forward slash in place of backward slash. Done. Now let us run. Now what is the URL? P7. Go to the browser, give a call to P7. PT7. We got the HTML file output. Let me show entire process once again. Everybody, it's very simple. Create any one folder for the HTMLs. Any folder for the HTMLs. Anywhere inside your project. This folder should be updated to the framework in the settings.py. You can see the settings.py. In the settings.py, specify absolute path of the template. How to find out absolute path of the template? Right click on template. Right click on template. Go to find in path. Find in path. You can select the path. Control A, Control C. Same path should be specified in the templates.py under DIRS. Specify with the forward slash. Wherever backward slash is there, specify as forward slash. This is all about configuring HTML file directory. Now we can develop any number of HTMLs. Go to the PR. The test1.py. Inside the test1.py, we are returning a render object, not a HTTP response object. This render object will take care of rendering this HTML file. Rendering this HTML file along with the request. Here you need to supply even request object also. Request object and what is the HTML file? Request object and what is the HTML file? Let's go for one more function. Guys, T8. T8. Let us define one dictionary, everybody. One dictionary. Let's go as a D1. Let's go for first name, last name, Kumar. Let's go for age. $35. This is the D1 object. This D1 object, I need to this D1 object I need to send to the HTML. I need to print first name, last name, age in the HTML. Let me choose a hello one. Let us supply D1. As a third argument, we are supplying a D1.